Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites, where I have new videos every week. I share my own personal planning. I also share planner reviews, which is what today's video is. Today's video is a review sponsored by PEN+PILLAR. I have shared PEN+PILLAR before, and I'm excited to be able to share another line of their planners. This is their launch for their academic year planners. Their calendar year planners will come out in October. And from what I understand, they will be basically the same layouts available. Now, maybe not the student planner and the teacher planner, but the weekly planners. So if you're looking for a calendar year, still stay tuned because they will have things coming out then. I also want to make sure to mention before I forget that I have a generous 20% off code that you can use over and over again at PEN+PILLAR. It's Amanda's Favorites. So every single time you check out, you just have to remember to type that in at checkout to get 20% off your entire cart. I think that is so generous from a small business and also to be able to use it over and over again. So don't forget to put it in the cart when you check out. They also sell a lot of other beautiful and unique products. They have notebooks, which I have in a previous video. I will link that video down in the description if you're interested in notebooks. Some really great list notebooks and journals. They also sell other stationery products. All of these designs are done by their artists in-house, from what I understand. And they are all put together, assembled, and made by hand in the USA here in North Carolina. It is a small woman-owned business who also gives back to her community through a refugee organization, and that is all on their website. So I just think it's an amazing company that offers you beautiful, handcrafted planners in the USA for amazing prices. I'm just going to go ahead and give the prices right off, and then we're going to dig into all the planners. I have weekly planners. We have smaller weekly classic planners. Different layouts are in these. And then we have a teacher planner and a student planner. So I have a lot to share with you today. And from what I understand, the teacher planner and the student planner layouts are brand new. So I can't wait to show those. I might sound a little bit excited in this video, but that's just because I am, because I think it's a great company. It's a little hidden gem in the planner world. Planner prices on these are $35 for the 7x9 size, but with my 20% off code, that brings it down to $28 for a really nice quality planner. I feel like some of the even planners, in the bulk stores out there, Target and office stores, can be $28. And they do not match up to this in quality and paper and beautiful designs done by local artists. So you're also helping support local artists. So let's jump in and talk about all these. We're going to start with our basic weekly planner, and then we'll share the academic and the teacher planner, and then we'll go to the smaller classic planners. Each one of your planners comes with this little card. It just tells you, it's made in the USA, what planner it is. It's handcrafted, you guys. You get these two little book darts, which can mark your page. They're so thin and beautiful to just easily mark a page in your planner. And you also get this cute little paper clip. I actually love these thin paper clips from them. I've saved them from other orders they've sent me, and I've used them like many times. This is the paper clip that I now like to pick up and use. Every single order comes with like the two book darts and then one of those paper clips, which I just think is a nice little extra, especially for their price. Look at these covers, you guys. Done by local artists and so beautiful. Let's talk about the cover material. And the cover, it feels like, in the best way, one of those very thick placemats, but it is not shiny or anything like that. It is smooth, matte, and it feels really soft. So soft in hand, just a very soft that you want to just keep it in your hand. You have in gold foiling on the front PEN+PILLAR and weekly planner, and same with this one with the leopards here. They have a lot of cover designs too, not just a few. So this one is an undated and this one is the dated. These are both the mid-year planner. Well, the undated is not dated. This is the mid-year planner, which starts in July and goes through the end of June. Like I said, their yearly planners will launch in October. So I am going to show you the dated option and what that looks like. but I did my pen testing in the undated. So let me go ahead and show you that. I want to get to the pen testing and not forget it. And then we're going to run through the dated first and compare it to the undated in this weekly planner layout. Their weekly planner layout is a dashboard option. I love the undated option because you can pick it up, you can use it for a certain amount of time, you can put it back on the shelf, and it is not wasted. You can still pick it back up and use it again anytime. Their paper is 70-pound natural text paper, FSC certified. They're trying to do everything the best they can for the planet. It is a very nice feeling paper. It's very smooth. It does not have a lot of tooth to it, so not a lot of texture. A very smooth paper. I would not call it slick though, but just very smooth. And you can see the back of my pen test there and nothing bleeding through. You can hardly even tell the page was written on. We have a very cloudy day here in Texas. We just had a big rainstorm, but I waited till the sun started to come back out and all the rain and thunder stopped. But if you're seeing some shadowing, that is why. There's my pen test with my Papermate flares, highlighters, all the normal things I use. And like I said, it handles pen very well. Writing on it felt very nice. I personally love the feel of this planner in hand. I love a thinner planner. It is so lightweight, so easy to carry around anywhere with you. Feels good in hand with all rounded corners, you guys. I love rounded corners. And I actually like the feel of these covers. I know, there's back and forth on what people prefer, but you guys have heard me say before, I actually love the feel of this type of cover in hand. It just makes your planner so lightweight. So let's just look at the layout of the week first, and then we'll go from front to back and compare the dated to the undated. So you can kind of see the difference. So if you look here in the dated, on this dashboard layout, you get the mini month, and this is the month that you're in. You get the month written up here and the year. You have your top 3 priorities. So over here in the undated, you just fill in the month. You do not have a mini month, of course. And then your to-do is bumped up because you don't have the mini month there. But it lines up with your top 3 priorities. Then you have the same thing, dates and times to remember. This is just for your week. So you can write all your weekly appointments there, or your kids' sports schedule, or your kids' work schedule. And then a note section, and then best parts of this week. I love when a planner prompts you to do this, because when I have done this in my planners before, just as the week goes on, I write down like little good things that happen or moments. And at the end of the week, it's really fun to look back on it. And if I waited till the end of the week to do that, I would not remember all those little times. And so it's kind of like rereading them and cementing them in my mind and helping me to see all the good. So that is the dated versus undated in the dashboard layout. And here's what it looks like on your weekly spread. It's a horizontal layout opposite the dashboard page. You have Monday through Friday equal space, and then Saturday and Sunday are split on the bottom for smaller space. They write your day of the weekend, you just fill in the date, and then over here they have the date first and the day of the week is filled in. In the dated, you also have this little page kind of tab there to notate, so when you're flipping, you can see what month you're in easily. It's always right there on the edge of the page. You of course do not have that in the undated because it's undated. Now, when we go through this, I will come back and show you the undated, how all your months are up front in the undated, because that is usually how they do undated. Your months in this planner come with a little monthly dashboard and habit tracker. So we're going to go through that and I'll show you what it looks like in the undated. But let's walk through it from the beginning and the dated first. In your dated, as you'll see on the back of the cover, they still continue the beautiful design, which I love. You have a nameplate page there and a little quote. And then you have your 2023 at a glance and 2024 at a glance, because this is, they call them mid-year planner. A lot of places call them academic year planners. This one starts in July and finishes in June 2024. Yeah, I have that right, because their student planner is different and starts in August. So this planner, their weekly planner, starts in July and then it ends in June 2024. You have your 2023 U.S. holidays listed, your 2024 U.S. holidays listed. You have important dates and then what is the occasion. So that's a lot of room to list birthdays or anniversaries or vacations or anything that you want to note there. Goals for the year, you do have this one little goals page with these categories: personal, financial, relationships, work, fun, and other. So if you're just someone who just, doesn't want a huge amount of space to work on your goals, or you're using something else for that, that's what keeps the bulk in this planner down too. But I do like that they did throw in that one little page, because that might be enough for a lot of people. That's what I was trying to say. Your monthly layouts is a typical Sunday start. You do have holidays noted on your monthly layouts. You have your lead in from the last month in a light gray and lead out in a light gray. You have your next month at a glance at the bottom. You have a note section with lines and a birthday section with lines. And once again, your dated has the little, you can see on the side of the tab. Now, this is something that's unique to Pen and Pillar. After your monthly layout, you have this every single month to reevaluate your morning routine and then your afternoon and evening routine every month. So this is just your morning, 5 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. This is every half hour. So you can think about what would my ideal week be for this month. I like that they give you this every month, because I feel like people's lives can change with every season, with every quarter, as school starts and summer comes. And so every month, it's kind of nice to sit down. You don't have to use it every month. Let's say that your schedule is going to stay basically the same for the summer months. Well, you can just fill one out. You don't have to use it every month. But it's there if you want to reevaluate every month and think about how you're using your time. And then there's a little note section at the bottom. So it's kind of like for thinking about time blocking and that type of method. And where do you want to put things? Where would your workouts go? Where would, things with your work go? Where would things with your kids go? There's the 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. for your afternoon and evening. That is given to you every month. Then every month, you also get these 2 pages. So you get 4 pages total every month before you go into your weekly layout. You get this in the dated or the undated. You have a monthly overview. You get top 5 priorities. You get top 5 goals. You have a long list that's labeled meal ideas and then important dates. So that's kind of an overview of your month. And then you can track up to 8 habits every month here and see how you're doing on each one easily, like looking at your 8 habits. That is given to you every month. Then you go into your weekly layouts, just like we went through. It's your horizontal dashboard weekly layouts. And you'll see how this flows when you get to the end of a month. You go straight into your next monthly layout. Then you go straight into your morning routine, afternoon and evening routine, then a monthly overview and habit trackers, and then you start your new weeks in the month. And that goes all the way till the end of your planner. At the end, they have a couple pages, best memories from this year. I personally would write those in as the year goes on, because I wouldn't be able to remember them all at the end of the year. That would be a treasure to read at the end of the year. And then you have, I believe, 5 notes pages. Yes. So labeled notes with a header and line. All of the lines in here are light gray. It is cream colored paper. People have asked me paper color comparison wise, since this is kind of a cream paper, I wouldn't call it yellow, how it compares also to Leuchtturm. So here you can see it next to Leuchtturm. I also have a big paper comparison video in which you can see Pen and Pillar and compared to all the other different planners I've reviewed. I tear a page out of every planner and lay the paper down next to each other to compare color and feel. And there's pen testing in that video on every page. That video took me a long time to make. So if you're interested in paper, I'm going to link that paper comparison video down below. But if you're familiar with Leuchtturm, this will give you a little bit of an idea. It's very close to the Leuchtturm color in my looking at it head on here with my eyes. So I hope that is helpful. And that is your weekly planner from Pen and Pillar. So this is your weekly option right here. In the undated, let's just look how this flows up front. This is the exact same planner, but you can choose it in undated. The undated, your months are all going to come first. So you're going to have your month. It's blank. They do give you boxes to kind of give you a site to put your number in, which I appreciate, a light box, because it helps you line up all your dates. You write the month up there, notes and birthdays. Then you get the same monthly pages, the same monthly overview, the same habit trackers. You go into your morning routine, your afternoon routine, and then your monthly layout again. And then you get your monthly overview, your habit trackers, your morning routine, your afternoon routine. So the same pages that go with every month, but they are all up front in the undated. Then your weekly planning page is start in the undated and go all the way through the end. And then you have the best memories from this year, and your 5 notes pages at the end. So that is called your weekly planner from Pen & Pillar. Next up, let's go through the student planner. This is just one of the beautiful covers. I love all the covers they picked for me. As you can see, their YRO binding is like a dark brass color. So almost rust kind of colored. I really like it. And then they're gold foiling once again. I love how they reverse the colors on the inside of the cover. Here, when you open it, your same nameplate page with a quote there. Once again, this is the student planner. And the student planner actually starts in August, whereas their mid-year planners that I just showed you in the weekly starts in July. So this is August to next July 2024. So you have 2023 at a glance, 2024 at a glance, then all the U.S. holidays for 23 and 24. Then you have the same goals for the year page, personal, financial, relationships, work/school, fun, and other. And then you get a year overview for the whole school year, which I think is helpful for writing down any big things, or maybe tests or exams or days off school, and a big note section. And then you go into a class schedule section in which you have room for 4 semesters to be able to write out your courses there. So just, your times and what days you go to school. I think this especially applies to college. Maybe it applies to some high schools that have A days and B days, but I think that's a helpful page. Then you have an exam/projects page, and they're just rotating here on the color, which makes it easy to see between your gray box and just the cream paper. And you have here 6 projects and exams. On each page, you have the project exam, the class, the due date, the details about it. I think that's really nice to keep track of it. And you guys know me with my big marking out. I would be putting like a big slash through that or a big X when it's done. You have 3 2-page spreads of that. So I don't think you're going to run out of exams and projects pages. Then you have passwords. If you want to keep that in your planner, you have that here. Website, username, password. The same artwork page that was in your other planner. Your monthly layout, same Sunday start, everything same about your monthly layout. And your dated little tab there. Of course, you can add tabs to your planner if you wish to. Then you go into the same morning routine and afternoon and evening routine. Monthly overview with top 5 priorities, goals, important dates, and notes. And then your 8 habit trackers for the month. Then you go into the student weekly layout. I don't think only students are going to buy this planner though. That's what I should have said at the very beginning. I think with this awesome vertical layout that a lot of people might choose this just based on which layout works best for them. You don't have to be a student to purchase this. But this one is also $35 with my 20% off code. Makes it only $28, you guys. I'm telling you, for the quality of this planner, that's a steal. And you get free shipping over $50, which is also amazing for a small company. Let's turn to a page that is kind of blank, and I'll kind of share my ideas with how I would use it. You have course has the month at the top and the year. It's a vertical layout in which you get ample room Monday through Friday. You do have a smaller space with Saturday and Sunday stacked, which is why it's a student planner. You might have less on the weekend. And this might work for a work planner for a lot of people. You have just to-do tick-off boxes all the way down, in which you could use like half for your schedule if you need, or appointments, or all for to-dos. So there's a lot of different ways you could use this. I personally, if I was using it, would probably highlight the top 3, and that would be like my appointments or errands or top 3 for the day. And then the rest would be just my to-do list and like no particular order. I like what they have down here. I love vertical spreads that stop short and that give you room for keeping lists and other things for the week down here. It's a lot how my brain works, because you can see the lists and everything for the week at the same time you're glancing over your entire week. It just makes sense in my mind. You have your top 3 priorities for this week. You have the month you're on at a glance and then next month at a glance. I know a lot of people in their jobs like to use that. I've heard from people, so if you have a job that you need something like that, that could be helpful. I like this appointments, meetings, and events because you can list when all your appointments for the week, or maybe it's all your errands for the week you need to do. Maybe it's your kid's work schedule. And there's a place to just keep that separate and be able to see it at a glance. I love the best part of this week added in here too. And then you have a due this week. So that is specific to students, but it could also be at work. You know, what big projects are you working on that week that need to happen? It could be, you know, if you're self-employed or not. So I see that being useful in a lot of different situations. That is your weekly layout. When you get to the end of the month, you just go into your next monthly spread. You go into your morning routine and afternoon and evening routine, your monthly overview, and your 8 habit trackers. So I think this is a really exciting new layout from Pen+Pillar, and I would love to hear all your thoughts on it down below. If you've used Pen+Pillar before, I would really love to hear your thoughts too. Leave them all down below. You can see here where your holidays listed on the date. Everything is in there. At the end, it is the same as your other planners. You have 5 notes pages, and you have your best memories from this year. So the same ending. And once again, just so very portable and lightweight. Now let's take a look at the teacher planner. This is the teacher planner from Pen+Pillar. This is in the Garden Rose cover, beautiful cover. Open it up, same nameplate page, 2023 at a glance, 2024 at a glance. Your teacher planner starts in July, the same as the weekly planner, and goes through June 2024. It's coming very close to the time that you can use these. All of these have launched in May. They launched May 18th, so they are ready to purchase now. The 2023 holidays, 2024, already said that. Goals for the year, the same, but different categories because this is for teacher, but one goals page. Professional development, student development, parents, classroom, personal, and other. Then a yearly overview, the same as a student. You guys might be hearing thunder. I thought our storm was over. I don't know that you'll be able to hear that though, but it might be coming back. Then you get a class schedule as in your teacher planner also for up to 4 semesters. Then you have 4 pages of a student roster with 10 per page. So 40 total if you want to have name, birthday, contact info, and health notes for up to 40 students there. Then you have a student checklist pages, and you have 2, 4, 6, 8 of those. Then you have some field trip pages, 2 trips fit per page. You have trip, contact info, dates, and notes about that trip. So you have 4 of those pages, but there are 2 per page. So 8 total on your field trips. Volunteer list, name, contact info, availability. Your artwork once again. Then you go into your monthly layout, same notes and birthdays. You have a very similar monthly overview with a top 5 priorities, top 5 goals, events, important dates, and a blank box. And then your same 8 habit trackers. Your teacher planner is, again, $35. With my 20% off code, you have to punch that in at checkout. Amanda's Favorites makes it $28. I do not have an affiliate link with Pen+Pillar, but make sure to type in my code and get your discount. I think this week was lightly shaded because we were coming into July, or perhaps it was a mess up because they did tell me these were their sample copies. Some things were off in certain places because they didn't have their 100% proofread final copies in yet, but the rest of the weeks are all the darker gray. So this is the way your weeks are going to look. They are going to be a darker gray in there, and that's the way your header looks, and your months, your habit trackers, and this is going into October. So that is the way your teacher planner weeks are going to work. And if you look at your monthly layouts in here, of course, all the holidays are on there, but you don't have the mapping out your daily schedule, morning and evening and afternoon routines. You don't have your routines in the teacher planner. So that is something to note. And then you have best memories from this year. You have the 5 notes pages, same thing. And that is the end of your teacher planner. Okay, let's take a look at the teacher layout. It's every other space is this gray shaded. It really helps your days stand out on the week. It's easy to see what day you're on. You have room for 6 subjects. Saturday and Sunday are smaller because it's the teacher planner. They're using most of the page real estate for your classes. And this would also work possibly as like a planner if you're work from home and you do social media, and the different outlets could go in here. Or it might work for a student, not just a teacher, if a student prefers to have room for every subject and to have a space like that lined out. So I think it could work in a lot of different instances, a lot of ways, not just for teachers. So that wraps up the teacher planner. Now, last but not least, we have their smaller planners. They sent me all 3 beautiful covers in these classic planners, I believe is what they call these, the classic planners. They are a little bit different in layout and they are smaller. I think I wrote in this beautiful zebra one. Yes. So in here, these are 5.5 by 7. They are $25 with my 20% off code. That makes it only $20, you guys. So these are the 3 beautiful cover options. I mean, look at how the zebra, how they flip that color wise in the cover. I just love that. And then you have this beautiful floral, and they once again flip the color in the cover. Their artists are amazing. And this beautiful butterfly one, and the color is flipped once again. So stunning. Like all those little details. They could have just left the cover in the same inside that was on the outside, but it's those details that really make it special. So even these small ones come with the same clips as the bigger ones. Let's take a look at the layout in this small weekly planner. The layout is your Monday through Friday on the left-hand side, and then Saturday and Sunday smaller space, but on the right-hand side with your dashboard page. You have a top 3 priorities, dates and times to remember, and a to-do list with 6 items. So if you just need a smaller space, or you need a little planner to carry in your purse or your bag, this might come in and be exactly what you've been looking for. Let's walk through it from the beginning so you can see it. You have your nameplate page and quote. You have your 2024, you have your year at a glance, 2024 and 2025. You have your U.S. holidays for 2024 and 2025. This starts in July of 2023. Those dates may have actually been a mistake up there, the 2024 and 2025, because like I said, they sent me their samples before they were finalized to get this video done. I imagine those dates are going to match up with the planner. This is a July through June planner. So we have July here, and same layout, but a little bit bigger header because you have your previous month and your next month up here in the header. And then your notes and birthdays. Then you go into your weekly layouts. Your holidays are noted right there by the date. And then you have your dashboard page on the right with your Saturday and Sunday. So it's dividing up your work week or your school week with the weekend days. And then at the end of your month, when you go into your next monthly layout, it does not have all those extra monthly pages. You don't have the routines pages in here. And you don't have the extra monthly habit tracker page and monthly dashboard page. You just go straight from your monthly layout to your weekly layout, and that's it. So that is something to note in these smaller planners. And at the end, you don't have your best parts of the year page. You have just, you go straight into notes, and you have your 5 notes pages or less. Let's see, 2, 4 notes pages. And that is your little classic planner. So tiny and portable. Yet, I say so tiny, but I feel like you can fit in a good amount of stuff on the weekly layout if you don't need a full 7x9 planner. And I know a lot of people who don't. Leave all your comments down below if you've tried Pen+Pillar before. I really do love to hear from you guys and know what you think on reviews that I do. If you're purchasing from Pen+Pillar, don't forget to use my discount code Amandasfavorites at checkout for 20% off. You can use it over and over. Like I said, I will link the other Pen+Pillar reviews that I've done down below because one of them has a lot of notebooks in it. If you're into notebooks like me or using them for journals or anything you need notebooks for, you're probably going to want to check out that video because they have some awesome options. So that's going to be linked down below along with the paper comparison video. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves so you can take care of others, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.